Chapter 2. Met in a Dream. Who's that in the shower? Scene 1. How it all started. Alive. Not that I dream much, or even when I happen to, that I remember them. But I couldn't forget this dream because I didn't want to. It's the face of an elfin angel I see peering back at me through a crystal clear glass shower door. She's slightly distorted and lightly sprinkled with water droplets from her neck down. I see her face with an inviting smile, looking at me through the glass, where there is no shower spray. Her image is as clear as a photographer's prized picture. Her hair is blonde, her eyes a breathtaking blue. I'd recognize her anywhere. She stays in sight long enough for me to burn her image into my mind. I suddenly awaken. Some time later, I go to a restaurant for supper. I'm sitting on a tall chair next to a table outside on the patio. I'm by myself, wondering if any of the people I had made acquaintance with will show up. I have few true friends, none of them from here. You'd have to be desperate. To have friends, you need to be able to trust them. Today, this takes time with effort, both of which most people don't spend unless they want or need something from you. I'm looking toward the front entrance. I can see customers come and go through the glass doors and windows that lead to where I'm seated. A petite, young woman walks briskly inside. Her straight, blonde hair instantly catches my eye. She stops at the counter for a moment, and then peels away, heading out to where I am. She sits down at the table next to mine, drawing her hair away from her face, pulling it over her shoulder through her delicate fingers. In her other hand is a pack of cigarettes and a lighter. She carefully grasps a cigarette by pulling it out with the tips of her fingers. She brushes off the end of the filter with the tip of her fingernail. She slips it between her lips, then lights it. Her head turns just enough for our eyes to meet. It's her, the girl from my dream. I can't believe it. I stand up, taking a few steps toward her. I say hello and introduce myself. I'm Tina, she says, drawing her fingers through her hair. I tell her I just had to come over, and I'm sorry for bothering her. The waitress brings her drink, a shot of bright green sour apple pucker. Don't worry, I'm meeting my lawyer. He won't stay long, I hope, Tina says. I walk back to my table. The lawyer arrives and stays a while. I decide I'm wasting my time. I leave, as I've always done before. I get home, climb into bed, and try to go to sleep. I keep seeing Tina's face in my mind. It's now close to 1 a.m. I find myself compelled to get up and get dressed. What if I never see her again? Like a fool, I hastily drive back to the restaurant. The place is mostly cleared out. I ask a couple of customers if they've seen Tina. Nobody has. Just my luck. Not only do I feel like a fool, I've added the feeling of dejection. Good job, Peter, well done. I leave again, heading back home with my proverbial tail between my legs. How could I be so foolish? Why didn't I just stay there and wait for her to finish? I know exactly who to blame for this idiotic act of stupidity, me.